2XKO looks kind of bad. So that's what we're here to talk about today. And that's why I wanted to bring on Andrew, because Andrew was talking about this a lot in the Discord today and was talking about this potentially being a topic to talk about because 2XKO has started yapping a little bit more in the last 24 hours, talking about they're going to be doing another playtest, I believe, soon, another beta, as well as showing off their new character, Vi, the boxing character that most fighting games is gonna have one. Don't get me wrong, Vi looks sick, right? In terms of a fighting game character, Vi's gonna be a lot of people's bridge from one fighting game to the next because she's gonna feel like a lot of characters. So much so that there was even a little bit of conspiracy theory that Vi might actually be copying another character. And I'm not somebody that feels like they know enough about fighting games because I feel like this comes down to more of frame data, because just saying that, oh my God, the boxing character in one video game has a flurry of blows attack and the boxing character in this video game has a flurry of blows attack, that doesn't seem like enough to me to be able to say, yeah, these two are both going to be copies of each other, but it's just people pointing out similarities, and I think it's a little bit overdone. But what Andrew pointed out, and Andrew, I'm going to let you take the reins here, is about Marvel Token. Is it Token? How do you say it?
I think it's just Token, or Tokan.
Tokan.
I think you pronounce the O. I could be wrong, I really don't know. But the new Marvel game by Arxis, yeah.
And when does this game come out?
Tokan is sometime in 2026. 2XKO just got a September 9th closed beta release date.
Okay, and then is that the closed beta is going to be like a permanent closed beta? It's not going to be like they've done before where it's just like a couple day playtest?
I believe so. I believe it's going to be closed until they like actually launch it.
And you were saying in the Discord earlier today that you think that Riot, this is your speculation, that Riot is starting to put the pedal down now that Marvel Tokan has gotten announced, that they're worried about releasing after this because Marvel Rivals was really successful, and it's not the same creators behind this, I don't think, but it's still
this is Arxis. This is Arc System, who is like the king of fighting games.
Really?
I would say people would argue with me. They made Guilty Gear, they made Blaze Blue.
Okay, yeah.
Dragon Ball Fighters.
Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be a beautiful game if they made Dragon Ball Fighters.
I'm so excited.
I have so much gripe with Dragon Ball Fighters. I don't think that it's that fun of a game to play personally. I think it's a lot of button mashing, right? I think it's a lot of just single button combos. But it looks so good. This game looks incredible, and so I do think that Riot now with 2XKO, also terrible name, is such a mouthful, is really going to struggle and is going to rely on people knowing their IP, but you're now competing with people knowing the Marvel IP, right? Like that was their whole thing, is people are going to play our fighting game because we are League of Legends. Now, I mean, this looks incredible. Just like the interaction with the environment, the combos with different characters. So is that where your speculation ends, or do you think there's more behind it?
I don't know. So like, chat, put on your tinfoil hats. This is some just like yapping nonsense. I was talking in my Discord the other day, and a lot of people are saying that like 2XKO does not look finished. 2XKO looks really.
I've seen that everywhere. I've seen that everywhere. I was literally just scrolling through Twitter comments today. That's I know that's not something you should trust often, but the sentiment seems to be the same. Especially with how low of a character count it is for, what is it, like 20 characters or something like that?
For 2XKO?
Yeah.
I think it's less than 20.
Is it less than 20?
Street Fighter 2, the original fighting game, had more characters than this game has.
Oh my God. I'm taking the tinfoil hat off. They are rushing this game out. That is a rush
that's
job.
what it took.
You have an IP with 150 plus characters in it. I'll say it. If you wanted to rush, okay, would you say that it would be a good idea to do the Super Smash Brothers route, where you have like two characters that have virtually the same kit, but you just adjust them a little bit?
For a traditional fighting game, you got a couple characters like that if you can make them different enough. Street Fighter fans might get mad at me, but Ken and Ryu are very similar because they practice the same fighting style, but they tweak them just enough that they're like interesting, but even that is so different. With 2XKO, I don't know if they can get away with it, especially now where the community is like, they're rushing. They're panicking. So no,
you're right.
I feel like, unfortunately, they're under a microscope now where like anything they do is like, this is a reaction. And I only just now am watching the DNF duel comparison. I know you're not finding much merit in this, but like,
I just don't know. I don't have enough knowledge. I don't have enough knowledge personally on fighting games. If you are saying it looks like a straight rip, I'm going to believe you. So are you saying that?
It's probably cherry picking specific moves, but those specific moves are just the monk. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I think so. I know some people are gonna say, well, they're a boxer, you know, they're gonna fight like a boxer, but like,
Right.
Take Steve from Tekken. Steve fights completely different from
Talking
the
about
monk.
different Steves in my head for a second. Sorry.
Oh, no, the Steve Fox from Tekken. He's a boxer.
Right. Yeah. So you're saying that these two characters, that this is too egregious in your head.
It's almost 1-to-1.
Yeah. Again, because like this is why I wanted to have Andrew, my fighting games correspondent, on the stream, because if I said this definitively, I would think that I'm doing bad journalism. So, and I'm not saying that I'm wanting to do journalism in my job, but I think it's so bad that because I could just be completely fucking wrong. A common thing in fighting games is ultimate moves, right? Where you hit a special couple of buttons or whatever, and you get to unleash your ultimate move, and it's supposed to be this big cinematic experience that makes you celebrate what is going on. And this is Vi's Giga Ultimate. I'll play it now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Not
so
a
Vi
single
punches the
impact
side of
shot.
the screen and then
It's
spits on the
so
ground.
bad.
And the meme that everybody is comparing it to, and it's all in the comments, is I hate the edge of the screen. Because like the whole thing is like, if you've spent the last 5 minutes fighting tooth and nail multiple rounds over with a Yasuo, I want to see the Yasuo die. I'm probably wishing them death IRL. It's bad. That's what fighting games do to us. They ruin friendships. So for this to come out, and the only thing you see is a little silhouette of Yasuo, it just feels like this feels like actual. And I wanted to make my own comparison, okay? I wanted to come in here and I wanted to say, if you're gonna copy this, okay, if you're willing to copy this guy's move, could you please also copy this guy's rage art?
Parece que estás a punto de perder.
Because imagine an ultimate where Vi spits in your face and then punches you over and over and over again. Not only imagine how cool that would look in a fighting game sense, but also imagine how much I would like to watch it, and not play the game and just watch it. Imagine how much just like the people that like cinematography.
All I can imagine is there's like a series of YouTube videos that are like Mortal Kombat fatalities, but I end it when I get hard or die.
Imagine like she punches you, and then instead on the third punch, like boom, 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 and then on this third punch, the camera zooms really far away, and then you see her use her ultimate from really far away, and then she dunks you, and then you're lying on your back, she's standing over you, and she goes, oh my god, I'd lose right there, dude. And then she flips her hair at the end.
I think there's just so much they could have done with her. Because I get that she's supposed to be like, I was talking about this a little bit. I get that she's like supposed to be a boxer, so she's using boxer moves, but she's a boxer with off gloves, like massive gloves. She needs to throw her weight around, not copy and paste from the monk.
I could also see her having like a pseudo ranged attack too, with like her E from League of Legends, you know,
Yeah, just a little bit of poke, the little fireball.
Maybe she like punches the ground and it like comes up in front of her, or
like a shockwave. Yeah,
or something like like it like ripples through the ground, so like they have time to like jump over it, but then it leads into other combos, you know, like you could. I think there was a lot more that they could lean into, but again, we haven't seen the entire thing, but that's nitpicking on our desire for the character. But again, it alludes to the game is rushed in the fact that they are now doing another beta with only 8 to 10 characters. They are getting nothing but response from the community that it feels rushed. Then it comes out that they might be copying another game, which just alludes to more rushing because they're not able to think of their own combos themselves, so they're taking from other games. And then also not having the idea or probably the time to make the game actually beat the shit out of the other character, because that ultimate of it punching the side of the screen, this is indicative of time. It's much easier to just make me not have to interact with the other character and have to make it so no matter what character I'm fighting, it looks like I'm actually punching the shit out of Yasuo or Gragas, right? They're two very different sized characters. Instead, we just do punch the screen. Then when they're just in the air off to the side, we can just have their silhouette flipping. It works really easily. And then again, we just punch the side of the screen. So yeah, it's just all alluding to rushing, being too nervous. I think they promised a lot, then realized how hard it is to make a fighting game and then are getting scared.
Yeah, when was 2XKO first announced? I feel like I'm gonna search announcement. 2020. They've been working on this for 5 years and they have 8 characters. That's
I think if they were working on this for 5 years and they had 0 characters, it would be more understandable that it's like we have nothing finished yet because we want to make the best things possible. But the fact that they've figured out how to do the game now, right? They've figured out how to do the fighting game and they can't come up with more characters, I think is more indicative of it being as much of a struggle as it is. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely with you. And
yeah, like you have the platform now. You have the, go ahead.
I was gonna say, adding on top of that, I don't know, again, you're not like wicked big into fighting games, but 2XKO is a very simple fighting game. So there's 3 buttons and then 2 super buttons. That's your whole character. And like tags and assists and all, but those are based off other buttons. And there's no special move inputs. So realistically, there's less moves in the game than if you take like Street Fighter or Guilty Gear or Tekken. Well, obviously much less than Tekken. Tekken has an insane amount. But like, it feels like these characters should be easier to create because there's less going on with them. And like you said, yeah, they're already designed. There's not like anything crazy going along with these newish character designs. Like Vi is obviously based on Arcane, Echo Jinx as well. I don't know what they're using all this time for.
Now, the other speculation that you were talking about earlier this morning is that Riot Mort is leaving TFT for 3 months in order to go work on a Riot mystery project. And
I'm gonna throw Armadillo under the bus. He's the one that brought this up. I had not heard of that, but
that's because he's in the TFT scene. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would trust him on this one.
Riot Mort is like one of the best game developers that Riot has. And so if they are feeling hurt on 2XKO, moving him over is their most intelligent move. And so that is a conspiracy, that is speculation. And it's merely because the sentiment is we are feeling that the game is struggling right now and he is not telling us what project he's going to, which it could very well be a secret project because Riot loves doing secret projects. Very well could be. Or it also could be that Riot is embarrassed to say that they are struggling with this game and they need somebody to come over and fix it, you know?
Yeah, and I wish him the best of luck. I don't know what they can do to like fix it. I said this in the Discord. I think this is a game that I'm gonna play for a month and then never look at again.
The game comes out in 2 months and it's a chibi fighter now. Riot Mort and TFT. Give them big heads. We need bigger heads on all the characters. Big heads, little arms.
It started development in 2016. They have had 9 years and they have less characters than number of years.
Cool. Well, that's the fighting game story for the day. Thank you to Andrew, our fighting games correspondent. Also the editor of the main channel, so if you like all the YouTube videos that we produce, Andrew, shout out Andrew.
Oh yeah, you can find me over twitch.tv/beard, but you're already shouting out, that's right, there's a shout out button, I completely forgot. I'm not a great streamer, but I do randomizers and fighting games.
Yeah, those is things.
He's an arsonist on a noble quest to escape the wrath of the IRS. He's got conflicting positions in the endless fight for queer folks and